Good day everyone, I hope you're well. Something a bit different for you. My name is Nick, and it's the first game we'll ever be playing on the Nintendo 64. It's Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, developed and published by LucasArts in 1999. Now this is being emulated. The pod has got a boost function which I haven't got to work, so I'm with a disabled pod. But anyway, let's have a look what this game is like. Also come out on the PC, the Game Boy Advance, not Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Macintosh, Dreamcast, and I think it's pending on the PlayStation 4 and the Switch as well. Based on the pod racing events from the Phantom Menace, the Star Wars film in 1999, which was directed by George Lucas. So there's a pit droid there. So first of all, we have to choose which pod we want, if I can get this working. So this is well, I had a bit of a practice beforehand to try and get it to work, but as I say, I can't get the boost function to work, so it makes it a little bit trickier. So there's Anakin Skywalker in his pod, there's all the stats there. We're probably going to take Anakin out there, Dudbolt, Gasgano, Elon Musk was that? I don't think it was. Now there's speech in this from the original character Jake Lloyd, who played Anakin, and I think also Lewis McLeod, who played Sebulba. The game is a very sort of like Wipeout F-Zero sort of stage. That's what I've unlocked so far in my practice, so we'll have a good race here. First of all, we start off at Tatooine, and by getting money and prizes you can get upgrades and all that sort of stuff. So here's our pod. Let's take a look at it. There's little boy Anakin there. So I'm getting pretty excited here. So Nintendo 64, we'll have a look at these every now and again, but I thought we'd start on this one because it was a game that mesmerised me back in the day. Here we are, Tatooine. Other tracks are on different planets around the galaxy. The announcer will kick in, I think.
It's the little human boy, born on Tatooine.
That's the voice of Greg Proops, who I knew mainly from Whose Line Is It Anyway? Right, here we go, I'm getting excited now. Whoa, that's not a very good start. Right, so, let's see if I can get this. So, at the moment, because I'm still a beginner on it, the other cars don't go particularly quick, or other pods, but it sure moves quick, this thing, overall. Different views we can circle through. I'm going to have to concentrate here. So this is the first one on Tatooine. There's Sebulba there. Now, if your pod takes damage, it will explode. You can do quite clever stunts on this also. If one or two more engines go, you've had it. You can do. There's a reverse camera I put on there. Now, you see my speed on the bottom right there. When it goes green, I can activate the boost if it actually works. Fortunately, we don't need it for these opening few tracks, but it does get trickier as you go along. There's different modes. This is tournament mode, and out we go of that canyon. Don't crash into any of these rocks here, or else it could cause damage to your pod. Whoa, you can repair the pod as you're going along if you want to. So there we go. That was a bit of a clever bit there, but you do lose speed. Good stuff. I would have loved this back in the day. I would have played it quite a lot. LucasArts, 1999, and the film came out the same year as well. If you had this one back in the day, let me know, because you'd probably be a little bit better than me. You'll see the positions in the top right. We're first of 12, and we're actually thrashing Sebulba. Hey. Now, at the end of this, Watto, the Troidarian, does feature heavily. Well, that's a better view. We can see everything, and you can get upgrades to your pod. Now, your money just builds up very, very slowly. So, if you can't afford the proper parts, you can go to Watto's junk shop and try and get second-hand parts. Man, this moves very, very fast indeed. I never owned a Nintendo 64. If you want a game you want me to have a look at it at some point, then comment below what that is. But I would have been really, really, really impressed. The game that always used to mesmerise me when I walked past Virgin Megastore was Super Mario 64. That looked genius, but I always wanted to have a look at this one. I'm not sure if it's out on the PlayStation 4 at the moment, but I imagine they're going to do something pretty special with it. 3 laps as always, and we're actually leaving the competition behind. You can do various buttons to bring up the positions and different maps. Lap 3. If you get a fastest lap, then the announcer will announce that as well. I just want Greg Proops to say other stuff really. It's little Anakin on the home straight. Now there's no sand people on the Dune turn as far as I'm aware. So this initial track is one just to get you into the groove with it. If there's any Star Wars music, I might have to tone that down, but I think we might be okay because it's not using it a great deal, and I'm talking all over the top of it. So commentating and talking at the same time is a tricky, tricky business, especially when the game moves as fast as this. Whoa, out of there. If you've got any of the other versions, then let me know. Dreamcast, Apple, Mac. I don't know what this is going to be like on the Game Boy Color, but I'm sure it doesn't move as fast as this thing. The pod will slow down if you drift off the main circuit there, so try and keep it on the road. Can't see Jabba the Hutt about the place. He won! He's so intolerable, that kid, isn't he? Jake Lloyd, Anakin, before he turned into Darth Vader. Spoiler alert, I should have said. Good, good. So I have locked some of the other tracks. The pod racing, that's probably my favourite bit of The Phantom Menace, and what was quite a disappointing film, but I don't mind it secretly. I liked everything with Darth Maul in it. He was quite good. So there we go. Buy parts, vehicle upgrades. I don't think we've got enough money for any of that stuff. Here we are in the garage. Yeah, we haven't got enough money for any of that stuff. So you can see by our stats, the pod can go quite a bit quicker than what we're going already. That's all right.
I got everything you need.
I got lots of crap. Yeah, I got lots of crap.
Find a better deal, eh?
Yeah, well, did I buy that? I managed to get that, did I? Acceleration is quite poor on this. The brakes aren't great. Cooling wheel.
Back again, huh?
Yeah, I want to buy something else as well. Have you got it?
They look around.
I don't know what that does. A Mark II air brake. We've got 1386.
You race pretty good, no doubts there, huh?
Thanks, Watto. Right, so we could afford that, could we?
Maybe you.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get to the next track, unless we can afford anything else. So you can buy pit droids to repair your vehicle and a whole manner of stiff stuff. So we're on a different planet here, but I think this one is just a circle. We can boot it round.
The current record holder for this track is Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, that's me, Greg Proops. Right. Away we go. It's just a banner. Wanawanga. Right. So, you know, very, very Wipeout style this. And to date, I think this is the best-selling sci-fi racing game. I don't know what other sci-fi racing games there are. We did look on the iOS, Lego Star Wars Racer, I think it was. Have a look at that one, see how it compares. But it wasn't as good as this, although it was quite good. This is marvellous. Yeah, I've got this one already, I think. Lap time 30.34. Let's try and hug the inside. Let's try and get a lap record quicker than what I did in practice when you guys were not here. This is one of these racing games. As I say, I'm always a sucker for racing games. I put a Star Wars skin on it. Well, I'm in heaven. This is the sort of game I could be playing for absolutely hours without sort of like realising it. Whoa. Okay.
It's a new lap record.
Thank you very much. It's a new lap record. Yeah. I would like Greg Proops to be doing that announcing, but anyway. There we go. So on lap 3 of 3, I think we've got this one. Don't crash into anything, that's good styles. Anakin never raced anywhere else as far as I'm aware. He was just on Tatooine on the Booster Eve race. And that's where he got enough money and then buzzed off with Qui-Gon Jinn and the other fool. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, 25.10. That's a good time. I got gradually quicker there. Got gradually quicker. That's good. On to the next planet. And I just want to get to a point, really. I think there's a weapon, but only if you have a Sebulba's pod, but you can flash the other risers with your vents, which means basically breathe fire. It's only later on where I think you need the boost function, which I don't seem to be able to activate at the moment, of course. I think it's up and, well, accelerate, I think, or activate button. So we're now going to go off. That was Mongaza. Now we're going to go to Bedo's Wild Ride. Bedo. Outer Bedo is the track favourite. So look out for him or her. I can't make out if it's a him or a her. They'll be on the track. And I think it might be an ice planet when we actually get there. Pit droids doing their thing. I think we're okay. I don't think the car's too damaged. I keep calling it a car. It's a pod, isn't it, really? I think it sort of like repairs itself to a general degree on this sort of like level. Again, you've probably had this a lot back in the day. First first day I've seen it, let's say. Let me know how long do you have to play before it starts getting, well, quite getting violent, really. Here we go. It's an ice planet, different to Tatooine. So, expect carnage.
Human boy, born on Tatooine.
I was.
Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, he was.
Well, let's hope he can just finish the race.
That'll be good, Greg. Go! So, lots of obstacles. There's lots of different lines, and I think this course there might be a few shortcuts here. But I've said it once, I'll say it again, I can't believe how quickly this thing's going. And this is without an upgraded pod. Right, there's Beedo, hung behind Beedo. Can we get on the outside, maybe the inside? You can repair, as I say, the thing as it goes along, but quite often when you've got some damage, it spells the end. Can we fit through there? That might be good. Whoa! That was awesome. Juba 9. Whee! Say your favourite Star Wars phrase below. Over the bridge. Oh, he's gone on the outside. Now this is exciting now. We're sort of like similar speeds. Oh man, now this track is fantastic. Whoops, water. We could run out of space real fast here going at this speed. Hang on to your haircuts. Oh, I think it's going to dip down. It dips down. We're on ice. Oh man, that thing's sliding around like nobody's business. Whoa. Oh god, we bundled our way through there. I thought it was going to explode then. That's costed a lot of time. I don't think we're going to qualify here. Down we go. So we're in 4th place of 12. Two pods ahead. I don't know who they are. I'd like to see the names above them, but I can't see them. An extra bit of boost off thrust will be good here, but we have not got that. So it's going to require some extra skill to get through. Got past them in 2nd place. So chasing the leader, which is Beedo. Stay on the main circuit or you will slow down. Hear the wind. Yeah, enough chatter, sir. Right, in a cave now. This is avoid hitting the stalagmite stuff. Taking a bit of bumping as we clip the sides. I think we've gone a bit off the track. There might be another route around there. There's a map on the top right. Oh, through some ice. That's going to cost us a bit of time. Break the events around here. Well, that wasn't great either. So we're in 1st place somehow. 1st place somehow at the end of lap 1. I'll take that and a bunch of bananas if you've got them. 2:16, I think that lap was. Very addictive, this game, very addictive, and I'm glad that I've eventually come to Nintendo 64. If I had an infinite amount of time, I'll do one of these every week, but as I say, I'm always dictated by you guys. If you really love these games, I'll see what I can do. Oh, to fit those in. But you know, so many games and so little time, and I don't think if I put up like a load of games every day, I don't think you'd have time to watch them all. What with the live streams and everything through here. So I think we've got a bit of clear space between. Well, we've got a clear space between us and the. I don't want to get too cocky here, but this is by far the best view. But we've got a big space between us and 2nd place, as I was saying. You can see more of the track when you're doing this. But this ice bit's tricky. Maybe ease off the accelerator as you go through. When you do that, Beedo's through. I'm sure I can get him in the tunnel. Yeah, try and keep straight there. God, I lost a few places there, down to 3rd place. So I'm not doing that as good as I can do. I have to go very wide. Try and keep it between the flags. Whoa, hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. This might be a longer review than usual. Oh, feel the wind through your hair. It's a lot colder than Tatooine, so no chance of sandstorms. Not sure there's any Tauntauns here, but it is not Hoth. It's Beedo's home place. Right, we're in 1st place again. I just seem to be super slow on those like ice jumps. The rest of the track I seem to have got it. But anyway, just concentrate. I don't want to end up in flames somewhere. Ending up in flames is not good. Seems like you can go quite casually through here with the brakes, quite liberal on it. It's still saying 1st place. That was better than last time. Let's rejoin the circuit. Still in 1st place. Super cool. Through here, then just 1 lap to go. Boing. Jabba the Hutt was only at Tatooine, or we don't see him in this game. Might turn up later. Bit of music playing, but quiet enough, I think, for us to get away with it. You could hardly hear the thing, but you're aware that it's there. Shall we do a little trick again through that rock? Or should we just play it safe because we got a big distance? Well, I don't play it safe. And through we go. Well, this is a sturdy pod, this one. So I don't know if the other pods may be handled a little bit differently. It'd be quite cool to do the game with Sir Bulba's pod and flashing other people with your vents. I think you can do multiplayer in this game as well, and you can imagine how exciting this is against some of your friends. The PlayStation 4 and the Switch, I guess, will have internet play, and this game will be absolutely crazily good with that. And I think the PlayStation 4 is going to be even better looking than this. Can you imagine, well, there's a lot of good textures here, but can you imagine that with less angular? Fantastico, and more meteor explosions as well. Lots and lots of good super stuff to look out for, and whether it be released on the PS5, I do not know. Right through here. So, I seem to maintain the lead on that slow bit of the track that I had problems with, so I should be able to win this, I think, and try and get some money for upgrades. But we're seeing a few of the tracks here, aren't we? These reviews aren't always about expert gameplay, although sometimes it does happen through random. It's about seeing it through a kid's eyes. If you bought this as for Christmas or birthday or saved up a bit with your pocket money, would you have been disappointed, or would there have been enough there for you to want to play this again? And basically, I would play this again over and over and over again. It's one of those rarities back in the day where you've got a great license backed up by a superb game. Can't recommend this one highly enough. If you had a Nintendo 64, this is a must play. I think another game Star Wars related on that system is Rogue Squadron, I think. 156.54. Good stuff. Spinning, that's a good trick. Maybe. We've tried not to. Hour to beat 0 second. Look at that, beaten by 14 seconds. That's the Mos Eisley Cantina song, of course. Saboa didn't do very well there. That was Ando Prame, and now a track I haven't qualified on yet. We'll go to Akalaris Classic. Check out that track. Clegg Holdfast is the track favourite. You can do different competitions there. I try and select in how much money you win, which I think dictates the speed of your opponents. There's the place. It's getting very romantic here. Very romantic music. It's like Renaissance, a bit like a Naboo type of place. Great graphics on this one. Reminds me very much of PlayStation 1.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Just finished the race.
Well, I finished it last time. Yeehaw! That's a good start there. I timed that well. Into second place. Into the lead. Now it looks like there's a few routes through here. Oh man, you need to predict things before they happen. That's a Jedi trait. Whoa. Well, and they're through. In reality, I think we're in. Oh man, this just gets better and better. This bit's very roll cageous on the PlayStation. The tracks have their own unique features to them. There's a ramp there. Let's avoid that. Maybe I'll get around that next time. Up a ramp. Woof. Yeah, the tracks are sufficiently different enough that you just want to get through the whole championship and see them all. I want to be the first one to see them all. Yeah. Now where are we going? We've left the rest of the people for dead again. Whoa. Right. Just go through here. Yeah, this is like Roll Cage 2. Whoa. Yeah, that was wrong. If you die, you respawn. It's not the end of the world. And we've respawned into first place. That's quite generous. Must have had a huge lead. Bit misty through here. That looks like a jump. Let's go through that. Be super cool. Boof. Super cool. Wow. Really looking forward to a remake of this one. I think it did have a sequel called either Pod Racer Revenge or something like that, but I'm not sure that came out on the Nintendo 64. Let me know about that if you can. Sometimes I'll give you a different view to see what's behind me. Good, good. As I say, this is being emulated. You can make it go even quicker than this with the boost function, which I'm eligible for now, because you can see the green dot, as I say. It's forward, and then the action button, I think. But then, yeah, it's not happening. Oh, dear. Jake Lloyd put in extra speech for this game, I think. Air brake, air brake, air brake. I'm sure I could get that boost working. If we ever come back to it on a higher level, then I'll try and get that done. But the system does seem to remember your track times and stuff and how far you've got, so that is good. So perhaps I will have another few goes on it and try and get that right. If you want it, I'll try and bring it to you. Let me know. I'm always dictated by you. Come on, Anakin. I mean, there's no one anywhere near us. Whee! This looks good. I'm quite confident of a first place here. I've seemed to have memorised the lap from last time. Sometimes it seems tricky when you first get there and you make a complete mess of it, but after a few goes, you soon remember how to do the corners and what's coming up and the shortcuts to do. You do like develop a race in line. Oops, I almost didn't get away with that again. But yeah, it is learnable. That's what I'm saying, despite the huge speed of the thing. But you know, Wipeout games are well known for their speed as well. That's most good feeling going up there. So no tear really. I do mention draw rate when I look at older systems really, but this one, it's an absolute peach. 1999. So in the last century, what a good way to end the century off on. Whoa. Okay, gets a bit of stick. Does the Phantom Menace as a film? It's sort of like okay, I suppose you can't compare it with the original trilogy because things were starting to get going, and Darth Maul was cool, although could have been used a lot more. But he's come back, hasn't he? He's come back to a degree with different legs. Off we go. Brake, 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 brake. Yeah, so you know, I do want to. When it is a retro gaming channel, we mainly look at ZX Spectrum. But you know, if I'm serious about retro, I need to explore everything. So, SNES, Nintendo 64, Atari 2600, occasional Commodore 64 game, Commodore Amiga, ZX Spectrum, and whatever else we can think of. Maybe the odd BBC Micro, perhaps. And PlayStation 4, that's good. Oops, I crashed into the ceiling in my reverie of old video systems. The field's nowhere near me this time. I've absolutely thrashed them to pieces. You can do a bit of grinding then on this game to keep playing the easier tracks or easier tournaments to get your money to upgrade your pod. Qui-Gon is not betting on this one.
Hey, I have a chance cube here, or whatever it is, I forgot.
Wait.
Okay. Escabaya.
Through we go. God, I thought you were going to go into a wall then. This is it. We won't crash into the ceiling because there isn't one. Off we go. So 466. I don't know if that's kilometres an hour, but it certainly feels like it. It's very dangerous pod racing. Very dangerous. A lot of people will not survive the full season, especially Quadgenero with his power coupling. That's when it's a bit kaput, really. Whoa. If this was on the TV, I'd certainly watch the pod racing season. I'd be there. Pod racing today from Tatooine. Through. Oh, clipping the sides is not a good thing to do. You'll see on the left there, those two bars, that's how much damage I've taken, which I can repair in race if I push the right combination of keys. And I've won again. Well done, little Anakin. Really, everyone was cheering for Anakin, wasn't they, in the pod racing? But if he died, that would save a load of a hassle and no Darth Vader. So, this is the furthest I've got so far in the game, so I get awarded with this sort of like animation going through. I am the hero of the day. Right, so the next track I've never seen before, so we might have a quick go on that, which I'll probably be really bad at. Well sung, Watto. Good old Watto. We're off to Malastare. Malastare. The track favourite is Dud Bolt. Dud Bolt. Good old Dud Bolt. If you are Dud Bolt, comment below. Dud Bolt. Right, so a single power cell, that would help the pod in some degree. Look at that, that gives me so much more traction, that thing, the repulsor grip.
You come back, huh?
I did, so I was sort of like trapped within the game. Right, so we've got 2106. We still can't buy too much stuff. I mean, top speed seriously needs to be worked on. Cooling's not a problem. Cooling's not a problem if you can only go 2 miles an hour. But we can go 466. How quick can this thing go? Can it go up to 1,000? Can it go up to 1,000 miles per hour? There's the plug 2 thrust coil. If you've got a plug 2 thrust coil, let me know. Yeah. Control linkage.
You'll not find a better deal anywhere, I think, huh?
I don't know about that.
Something else?
No. I can't afford anything at these prices. Right. Well, I afforded that, didn't I? I think I afforded that. So I'm making a bit of a meal of that. There's Jar Jar Binks on the right there. Well, a game with Jar Jar Binks in it. There's two people called Jar Jar, I know. Jar Jar Binks and Jar Jar Gabor. I think there's brother and sister, perhaps. Right. Off we go to the track.
The record holder for this track is Dud Bolt.
Dud Bolt. Now I think this track, at some point, my inability to do the boost is going to cause me a problem. So I don't know if it's this track or not, but you need a boost to do a massive jump. Without the boost, you just fall into a ravine. Hopefully it's not this one, but it well could be. As we struggle in, we're in third place, so it's a good sort of like start with an incomplete pod. Oh, Sabolver's took me a bit of damage there. I think that was Sabolver that come through, wasn't it? I think so, not sure. What's this? Oh man, we're going through some misty stuff. Through. Second place, charting first place, going through. Track seems to be quite wide. Malastare. If you're from Malastare, wave or comment below. I can't see you waving. Probably best to comment below. I'll try and check it out. Right, going into a tunnel. First time I've done this track. Whoa. Right. We'll run out of room real quick here, as I say. Lots of rocky. Oh, this looks like a jump. Yeah, see? See, that's what I'm telling you. Without the boost, you can't make that jump. Might have to do a bit of testing in my own time, try and get that work, or to configure the controller that I'm using. Oh, oh my word. Oh. Some guy took out the side engine there and I went spinning into the wall, and that's put me right back down into 7th place, but I'm still alive. And being alive is quite good. If you're in a populace. Well, that was my personal lap record, not anyone else. So 1:33, that's involving falling down a ravine and getting blown up twice. Oh, say your own alien language these people come through. Juga da booga booga. Don't know what that means, I've just made it up. Boogasa. Don't understand this bit. Right, through the green mist. Is it supposed to be like that, or is it an emulation thing? But we all know, let's try and work out how to do a boost. Not up to maximum power yet. Struggling in 8th place, the rear of the field. If I had another few goes of this, I think I'd be storming this, but I'm not. As soon as I worked out how to do the boost, of course. Right. Little Anakin, Darth Vader's going to fall down a ravine in a minute. Unless there's some sort of like on-track boost. Now this is when you've got to do boost. I think it's going to come around here. Now you'll be boosting it. Not enough speed. It must feel quite good once you boost that, but it does respawn you outside of that. But we're just losing too much time without that there. So say you can go spin right or left, but you lose too much speed there when you go up on the axis. But that was good in that Tatooine bit for going out of the, the cavern. 1 lap left. Fighting these two hoodlums round there. Their pods seem a bit bigger than Anakin's, so it'd be interesting to play with theirs to see how they differ through the whole thing. Might move quicker, might have different characteristics. We want to trace true to the film at this time for this review gameplay sort of thing. Whoa. Good sound in this one, good music, good atmosphere. I'm really taking on a journey here, and I feel that I'm a part of the film. Juba 9, right through here. That Watto, he's bet heavily on Sebulba, but I don't think Sebulba's winning this. And I'm not winning it either. I'm bogged down in 9th place. There's 8th place there. We can just get him. The game is more exciting when you've got other racers around you shouting all jibber jabber alien language. That is for sure. Right, boost. I've got no boost, and I'm down again. Anakin is dead. Yeah. What would have happened in Star Wars if Anakin had died in the pop races? How would it have gone then? The Jedi Order would probably still be about, wouldn't they? The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy didn't involve someone not having a boost on that pod, that is for sure. I always hoped that Samuel L. Jackson would come back to Star Wars as Mace Windu. He got smashed out of a window, but he's not dead. 11th place. I'm getting gradually quicker. I think we know where I'm losing the time. Falling down that ravine. Falling down that ravine costs you time. Excellent. What a brilliant game this is. I'm so glad I've started reviewing Nintendo 64, and it'd be sporadic, but this game was a great one to start off with. Awesome game. Absolutely awesome. So, hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, developed and published by LucasArts in 1999. A great wipeout sort of pod racing game. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and are very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye.